Alright, what's going on, you fam? Raiyuden here. We got a nice little data download, data mine here. And we got the format for Ultra Broly, Ultra Rising. We got Corrupt Zamasu, LF Kid Buu, and Gohan there. Two LFs that we haven't seen in quite a while. So it's nice to see them return now because they are still pretty darn good. But we also have Broly's kit. So let's just go ahead and dive right through it. I know in the video and stuff we got a little bit of the information, but sometimes they skip out on important details that could really make or break a character. The biggest example I always go back to is when they teased the blue Topo, when we got, what was it, the UI Goku, and they never mentioned that he had endurance, which is a big deal. Let's be realistic here. Endurance back then was super valuable. So let's just go ahead and take a look. This is the first part. Big shout out to Grazdog over on Twitter. Thank you very much for providing such early information. The legendary Super Saiyan Broly, main ability. What, finished already? Draw the ultimate arts card, Gigantic Overflow next. Restore 20% of his health and ki by 100. Reduce enemy ki by 70 just off of the main ability. Inflict enemy with attribute downgrade minus 100% ki recovery. So, kind of like when Cell kills a revival character, you're going to be starving for ki. It's going to be quite a while before you can retaliate against your opponent. 25 timer counts makes sense. His ultra ability, Resonance of Force with the sagas from the movies. So if he's the leader slot, 30% damage inflicted, 30% ki recovery. Otherwise, up to 3 sagas from the movie battle/support members will be able to buff up his damage inflicted and ki recovery up to 15%. His unique ability, Awakened Instinct, applies the following effects to self when the battle starts. 110% damage inflicted. Just casually 110% damage inflicted. Reduce damage received by 60%. 150% to ki recovery. Increases unique gauge by 50%. This is the super big controversial thing. A lot of people are still discussing whether or not this is a broken unique gauge or more of the underwhelming ones. I think it all just boils down to how long it takes for the unique gauge to get filled. We'll have to see, but him starting out with 50% right out the gate probably means that the first proc is going to be easy, but we'll have to see how subsequent procs go. Because if you're getting comboed, you know, what if it's 2 cards for 100%, then it's amazing. If it takes 4, then I guess that's okay, but if it takes more than that, then I'm not sure. Because let's be realistic here, Cooler is basically 3-carding everybody, so we'll have to see. Applies the following effects when he shows up on the field. Casually restores health by 10%, just like Super Saiyan Blue Gogeta. He gets 50 ki. This dude, if he's in the leader slot, has 180% ki recovery, 140% damage inflicted just for showing up, and he restores 50 ki for nothing. This guy gets so much ki, it's ridiculous. The following effects occur when the enemy switches characters while you're on the battlefield. You go type neutral when you're taking damage, kind of like the LF Yellow Bardock when I think you lose 1 battle member, which is cool. And inflicts all enemies with the minus 30% to crit rate debuff, just because it seems they still are trying to debuff Super Saiyan Bardock. Just nerf the guy, but no, let's just make every single character nerf crit. That's just obsolete an entire mechanic in the game. Applies the following effects to self every 3 timer counts while you're on the field. 10% to damage inflicted, up to 30%. So it looks like you want to keep Broly on the field for as long as possible. Really got to take advantage of the blast armor. Effects reset after character switch. Minus 3 to special move arts cost, up to 15. Makes sense with the high ki recovery. Effects reset after switch. And card draw speed, up to level 2. Effects reset after own or enemy character switch. So if your opponent swaps out to somebody else to be a little bit more defensive, you will lose your card draw speed. So Broly can't just casually have 180% ki recovery with level 2 card draw speed. Otherwise, his combos are never going to end. It'll just go on forever. So that's smart. Good job. Next part. Power through Rage. Nullifies abnormal condition immobilize. So LF Frieza's green cards will not be able to stop Broly. Same thing happens with the androids, I believe. You charge your own unique gauge when hit with the enemy's arts attacks while this character is on the field. Once the unique gauge is filled, resets to 0, but the following things occur. Your opponent loses their Vanish. Happens up to 4 times. Effects will not activate if this character is defeated, of course. Reduce enemy ki by 30. Randomly destroy an enemy card. Take away a Dragon Ball. And restore 15% of your health. Activates up to 4 times. So Broly really is trying to be a gigantic tank He is strike oriented, but I'm going to assume he has very high defensive stats in order to make this kind of thing possible, because this game has just gone off the wall with the offensive power creep that we have in the game. So I assume Broly has like beyond 170k defenses at 14 stars, paired with his 60% reduced damage received, and the fact that he heals from his unique gauge and showing up on the field. He could be pretty damn intimidating, really. He's going to pair pretty well with that blue Goku Black. You can see what their intention was when they made him blue, and he has the extra blue card. It's for this. So, reduce all that sub count, Broly, whatever. Applies the buff effect, nullify enemy special actions that change when activating cover to self for 10 timer counts. The idea here being that you let Broly get beaten up a little bit, he's going to just dust it off. Your opponent's going to swap out. You're going to be able to combo. The unique gauge is going to take away their key and a card so they can't keep comboing you. And fingers crossed they stop the enemy rush. And then it's your turn to fight back, and they won't be able to stop you because you got, you know, level 2 card draw speed because you've been comboed for a long time. You have all that key recovery. You're going to heal back up. Your opponent can't stop you with your level 2 card draw speed. So basically, Broly is going to combo you for a while. Now, you knock back the enemy to long range. If you do a cover change against... it activates twice. Strike Blast, Blue, Awaken Arts, and Special Move Arts. So excluding specific ones, it's basically the purple Bojack cover change with some exceptions. I'm pretty sure this one does not stop like red Bojack's Awakening Arts kind of thing. So it's a slightly watered down version of purple Bojack, but that's still pretty good. Cover change performed against attacks other than those listed are also counted as activations. Nullified activations are not counted. So you know how UI Goku had this, where he will cover on Strike or Blast, and nullified versions of that were counted? So if Gogeta Blue comboed, UI Goku came in, I'm pretty sure he lost the charge, so he can only do it one more time. It looks like for Broly that doesn't count. He keeps his 2 even if you have anti-cover null. Blue card, Gigantic Bomb. Deal massive explode damage, applies the following effects to self according to the number of remaining enemy battle members upon activation. You got 3 battle members, 50% buff, 2 you do 30%, 1 you do 20. Not sure why his blue card gets weaker as you win. What it is, I guess. You got blast armor when charging forward, so it's not a ranged one, it's something you go up to. His green card, Gigantic Volley, applies the following effects to self upon activation. Restore key by 30, restores vanishing gauge by 70%. Holy crap. There's no limit to this either. So keep in mind, it says activation. Broly doesn't have to hit you with his melee based green card. And wait a minute, is this not something I said for Super Saiyan 4 Goku? Dragon Fist, Super Saiyan 4. His green card tosses your opponent out of the field. And I always said it would be great if Goku was able to get his vanish back by that, or at least some additional benefit beyond damage inflicted, because you're giving up priority to toss them away. It should give more for him to stay on the field. It looks like this green card is doing exactly that. You restore 70% of your vanish, which is nice. The following effects occur when you hit the opponent. Inflict all enemies with no switching for 5 timer counts. All main abilities are sealed for 5 timer counts, and you can increase your own unique gauge. So when you do the green card and your opponent swaps, you don't have to worry about stop time events from mains, which is cool. And then his Z ability, when you get your first copy, 28% for Movie Saga Strike and Blast defense, and then 30% for powerful opponent. And then if you really get him higher starred, he gives a buff to ultimate and awaken damage inflicted. That is so crazy to me. Holy crap. As if Movie Saga wasn't already cracked out. Now we get 42% double defense with your ult doing more damage. Dragon Fist is going to be absolutely cracked out. That's absolutely insane. It looks like alongside that we got a new Awakened equip, which is for Broly plus Super Saiyan. That looks pretty good. It's just a ton of offensive paired alongside a blue card buff. That's very good. And then finally, courtesy of myself, the powerful opponent purple platinum equipment is this. So up to 10% defense against Saiyan, which I assume can be cancelled, seeing as how it's not mentioned here at all. Well, I don't know. Actually, can this kind of thing be cancelled? I don't know. 35% strike defense and a high max HP. It's pretty clear the objective here is to make Broly as tanky as possible. We also have his stats. Yeah, so we have Broly's stats here, and I think he has the highest HP count in the game right now. I think 2.63 mil is the highest. I think Ultra Super Vegeta was the closest at 2.61. So Broly is definitely built to be a tanky guy. He has pretty good defenses with the 60% reduced damage received and all the ways that you can make this guy tanky. Yeah, I think Broly will be a pretty good tanky monster. We'll have to see though in the end. But anyways, let me know in the comment section below how you guys feel about Broly, how you think he's gonna fare in the meta. But until next time, be sure to subscribe for the early showcases, and best of luck to everyone summoning for the Angry Boy. Until next time, peace.